Hello students, this is Urvi Raval and today we are going to study the subject Economics, Chapter 2, Indicators of Growth and Development. So our today's topic is Indicators of Economic Development. Indicators of economic development are measuring rod or set standards through which the rate of economic development and its extent can be presented in numerical and statistical terms. Okay, so basically indicators are measuring standards which can be presented in numerical or statistical terms. Okay, and through which we can know how much development, economic development has taken place in the country. So some of the indicators of economic development are growth rate of national income, growth rate of per capita income, and physical quality of life index, human development index. Okay, these are some of the indicators through which we can know that how much economic development has taken place in the country. Okay, so in today's lecture we are going to study the growth rate of national income in detail. Okay, so according to this indicator, a country is said to have attained economic development if there is continuous increase in the national income of the country for a long period of time. As we all know that national income is what? Production in a year in a country is called national income. Production of what? Production of goods and services. Okay, if there is an increase in the production of goods and services in a country, we can say that economic development has taken place in the country through this indicator. Okay, if the rate of rise in national income is high, the development rate is said to be high. If, what does this mean? If the national income is increasing at a very fast rate, okay, the development rate is very high, we can say that. Okay, if the national income increases at a lower rate, the rate of development is low. Okay, if the national income is not increasing fast and it is at a lower rate, then we can say that the development in the country is taking place at a lower rate. Okay, if the national income does not rise, it depicts that the state of stagnancy. Okay, if there is no increase in the national income, that is, there is no rise in the production of goods and services in the country, so the state is stagnant. Stagnancy is there, that there is no growth in the economy at all. Okay, and if the national income decreases, there is underdevelopment in the country. Okay, if the national income is decreasing, the production of goods and services is decreasing, then the development is negative or there is underdevelopment in the country. So we can know this through a tabular expression. I have shown you a table where we can know the percentage annual growth rate of national income in the countries. Okay, as you can see, Norway is 2.2%, America is 2.4%, Sri Lanka is 4.5%, China is 7.3% and India is also 7.3%, Pakistan is 4.7%. From this we can know that India and China are growing at a very fast rate. Okay, so the national income is increasing at a very fast rate. So the development will also take place at a very fast rate in these countries because they are developing nations and they are developing right now, and economically also they are developing. Okay, and in countries like Norway and America, you can see the growth rate is 2.4%, 2.2%. Okay, the growth rate is low, but these are developed countries. Okay, they have achieved their level of growth. Okay, now firstly the scenario is what? When economic development we have studied in detail. Okay, when a developing country is growing, Okay, there is a growth in the economy in a developing country, then development will be very fast initially, but over a period of time the development will start decreasing. Okay, it will become stagnant. In developing nation the same scenario is there. They have achieved their level of development. Now they are growing at a lower rate because they have already developed at a certain point. Okay, so in Norway and America it is 2.2% and 2.4% only, but that doesn't mean that they are underdeveloped. Okay, that is not under development. They have developed already and they have lowered the rate of development. Okay, so what are the limitations of national income as an indicator? Okay, so as there are certain limitations in national income as an indicator. What is that? Difficulty in calculating the true national income. When we are calculating the national income, what are the issues we are going to face while counting national income? Double counting can be done at times on the products. Okay, products for self consumption, or if a retailer takes the products for his own consumption, that is called self consumption. Products are taken for self consumption, so it cannot be calculated in national income. Difficulty in calculating depreciation at times on the assets. Illegal income which is not released by the person whosoever it is. Okay, so national income can not give a true calculation. Tax avoidance is done by people. Tax evasion is there. Barter transactions are done, that you give me this thing and I'll give you back some other thing. Okay, so that is called barter transactions. Employment of person in more than one occupation. For example, a teacher is working in a school as well as taking tuitions. So a person is involved in two occupations. So it's difficult at times to calculate the national income of the country because the true income is not known at times. Okay, we don't show our real income at times, so that happens that you cannot know the national income in a true sense. True estimation cannot be made because of these difficulties. Okay, so the second point is population. To know real economic development along with national income, the extent of population should also be considered. Okay, in developing nations like India or China, the problem is what? Population. We are growing at a very fast rate. Okay, but the population is also increasing at a very high rate. So a real picture cannot be known if you don't consider the population. Okay, national income, we don't consider population. We have to consider population. In per capita income, we we also consider population. Okay, but in national income, we don't consider this. Okay, if the rate of growth of national income is lesser than the rate of growth of population, then development is said to be negative. Okay, the growth rate is increasing at a lesser rate than the growth rate of population. Population is increasing at a higher rate than the national income. So the development is negative at last. Okay, if the rate of growth of national income is higher than the rate of growth of population, then the rate of economic development is positive. Okay, in developed nation this is the scenario because their national income is increasing, but the population is not increasing at that high rate. Okay, the national income rate will be higher than the population growth. Okay, so economic development will be always positive in that scenario. Okay, third point is different methods of calculating national income. There are different methods used for calculating national income across the world. Okay, there are mostly three types of methods which are used for calculating national income. That is production method, income method and expenditure method. Okay, in our country we calculate through production method, right? Production of goods and services in a year in a country is called national income. According to in our country it is calculated like that. Income method is what? How much is the income of the people? Okay, per head income. What is the income of people? Accordingly the national income is calculated. Expenditure method is what? How much the people are spending money on goods and services. Okay, accordingly the national income will be calculated in this method. Okay, how much people spend for goods and services. Through that we calculate the national income in that method. Okay, when a country's national income is measured through two different methods, the result instead of remaining same differs. Hence international comparison becomes difficult. Definitely this will happen if three different methods are used to calculate national income. We cannot get the right result, okay, through different methods. So the comparison between two countries will become difficult, because if one country is calculating national income through production method and the other is calculating national income through income method, okay, and the third one is calculating through expenditure method, so it becomes very difficult because the results are different every time you calculate the national income. Okay, so these are the limitations of when you are calculating national income as an indicator. Okay, so we are done with today's topic. Next time we are going to study the growth rate of the indicators is what? Growth rate of per capita income. Okay, our next topic will be that. Thank you so much, students.